Alright, so hello friends of YouTube. I thought I'd discuss a couple things going on here with the 2023 GMC Denali Ultimate. Trying not to ramble on too much. It's only about my second or third video going on some YouTube stuff, but I just thought I'd bring over a couple issues that I haven't found on any kind of YouTube that I've been trying to do research on, as far as lifting it, what to do with tire sizes and all that other kind of stuff. There seems to be a lot of videos on it, but nobody's really addressing a couple issues that you might have, so I thought I'd bring those to you. First off, with this truck, it started off as it's a very hard to get a hold of truck as of back it was. There's only a few of the Ultimates that were made. I actually was on a wait list for a year. That never happened. I was going on Auto Trader and just finding them all over the country, and most of them were pre-solds and transit and all this stuff. So I actually found one in a little town outside of Jackson, Mississippi. I flew out there and I drove it home. And they're very rare. A very nice riding truck, but just for me, it had a little bit of a grandpa feel to it. I just wanted to make it a little more still nice. The interior is amazing. I'll give you a shot. If you've never seen the Ultimate interior, that's really where the money's at. Otherwise, it just looks like a regular Denali. But I'll show you what I went through. I'll show you a couple pros and cons, the goods, the bads, and if you got any comments, I can try to answer them, or questions. I'll try to keep an eye on this for a couple of days and try to answer them. So first off, it starts off with I'll show you a couple things that I did around the wheel arches. They come black. I had them put on white. At the time, it was a restriction. They couldn't order it with them, so you had to order them from a different website. It comes with this what they call Vader Chrome grill. It's really like a black kind of chrome. However, the bottom down there where the tow hooks are is it's like a shiny aluminum. So I replaced that with black to keep that all going with, you know, consistency of a gloss black. I went through and changed out pretty much to the chrome delete is what we're getting at here. The mirror caps were chrome. The Denali down there was chrome. The running board step down along the bottom was chrome, so we deleted that. Deleted the chrome door handles. Found those door handles on the website. They'll paint that color for you, which is a white frost tri-coat, I believe is the color of the truck. They'll do that for you any color you want. And then all around the window frame, that was all chrome, and I made that to where it's all shiny gloss black now. So basically did a chrome delete on it. Came out really nice as far as that stuff goes. And then I just did a 6-inch lift on it. So that's basically what I mainly wanted to talk to you guys about. I'll give you a back shot of the whole truck if I can. I basically was trying to go on the website and see, okay, look, how much lift can you put on these trucks, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of things on tire sizes. Do you do 12.5s? Do you do 10s? Do 9-inch rims, whatever it is. So the problem with GMC versus Sierras, you won't have this problem with a Sierra, because my son's got a 23 Sierra, has the exact same 6-inch lift. However, the wheel arches on a Sierra round out more. They don't sharpen down straight in the back area there like they do on a GMC. And if you can see in the front, they had to do some trimming on the bumper here. These are, by the way, 35, 12.5, 22s on 4-play 12-inch wheels. Okay, but as you can see here, they had to do some pretty serious trimming to get that cleared up. And then in the back, I don't know if you're going to be able to get in there and see, it's kind of dark, but in the back they had to do some pretty serious trimming. And there's a section of it's actually all structural part of the back fender area where you can't trim that. So if you turn the wheel all the way to the max, it will rub on that. So you have to turn it all the way to the max and then release a little bit, and then you won't get the rub. But you will rub on a GMC with 12-inch rims. So the place I got it done at I don't know if you can see better on this side. You can't really freaking get in here. Yeah, you can get in here now. So there's a little area right back in here. There's nothing you can do about that. That's where you're going to get your major if you turn it all the way to the right or the left, however it is. But as you can see in the front, kind of cleared that up pretty good there. I mean, they didn't do a bad job. The place I took it to, this is like all they do for a living. And I took it back the day after and I was like, hey, you know, it's kind of rubbing. And they were like, oh, well, this is what happens. All these customers, they always want to put 12-inch rims on there, and then they got major rubbing. They want us to fix them and blah, blah, blah. And the guy was kind of a jerk. And I was like, you know, I really didn't ask for 12-inch rims. If you'd have told me that there's been a problem, we could have worked something out, you know. But anyway, I took it home and I kind of cleared it up a little bit with a grinder, and I got it cleared out, and I ordered a mud flap delete for there, so we'll get that mud flap there fixed up a little bit. But just so you know, no one really talks about it. You see all these videos and everybody's saying, oh yeah, here's the lift. The guy came from everywhere and he put a 9-inch McGoy's lift on there. This is a BDS 6-inch lift, which keeps the adaptive ride control on there, so it rides actually extremely well. It rides just like it did from the factory, minus you got a bigger footprint because of the bigger tire, but it rides extremely nice. And minus that one little issue about turning the wheel maxed out, isn't really that big of a problem, because you're really not supposed to max out your wheel anyway and hold it there. It's bad for your power steering pump. But I'll show you another thing that nobody talks about on the website, which I just found out while I was washing it. On the GMC Denalis, there's a little button here, and you press this little button and this comes out, but you can see it hits the tire and it senses that something's hitting it and it goes back in. So I just found out I've lost that feature, which you will too if you do a 6-inch lift on your Denali or your Denali Ultimate or whatever it is you have. If you have these running boards on there that have that little button on the back to bring that out, it was originally designed to where you could bring it out, it would stop there, you could step on it, and then you could get something out of the back of the truck if you needed to. It still works. It still works this way. That's really not the problem. The problem is if you hit this little button, I'll show you again in case you missed it. You hit that little button, it comes back, boom, hits that tire, and then it just goes back to its spot. So you'll lose that feature, which I didn't know. If you've never seen the inside of an Ultimate, this is the interior. It is extremely, extremely nice. The interior, they just went all out on the inside. It's all just a glove, like a baseball glove leather. It's all stitched in. It's extremely soft. Everywhere is extremely soft. There's leather everywhere. This is all real wood. It's all engraved. The headboard is leather. It's a suede. It's what they call it, Alcantara leather. All of that is all done all the way down the sides, all the way down to the bottom. The handles. This everywhere you touch is soft touch. They did a really amazing job. All of this is all soft. There's no hard plastic really anywhere. This is all stitched up, real soft leather. So I don't really need to go too much on the interior with you, but I wanted to mainly talk about those are a couple of the issues that you may have if you come across and you want to do your lift on a Denali, GMC Denali. This is a 2023. You'll have the same problem probably with a 22, 20, all the way to 24, I guess right now. Mainly because of this big stretch where it doesn't really arch out too much and it dips right back down there again. Like I said, Silverados, my son, they did hardly any trimming at all. They did a little trimming down on the plastic deal, and that was it. And I'm like, what the crap? And then we were looking at it, and that's basically what we saw the difference was. The wheel arches are extremely different on the Sierra versus Silverado versus a Sierra Denali. So that's that. All in all, it came out amazing. There you can see that's your poke out. It's a pretty substantial poke out. If you don't want that poke out and you don't really want, it's not really that necessary for you to have 12s. You can do 10s and you'll probably get rid of maybe an inch of that poke out. Not that big of a deal, which is what I would have done, I think. I would have done 10s, not that big a deal. 10s on 12-inch, 12.5 tires, and you'd still get a pretty decent poke out. I hope that helps you. I'll show you what else I just knocked out, which was a pain. I mean, unbelievably pain. I did a the black tips in the back, and holy mackerel, was that ever a freaking nightmare. The bolt placement is absolutely ridiculous. They're 10 millimeter. There's 3 of them, and all 3 of them are a fight. Just an absolute fight. They say if you take this step out right here, it kind of helps you get to them. But being this has Super Cruise, there's a lot of sensors, because it senses the lines in the road to keep it on the road and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really want to mess with it, because then I would have had that problem probably. But I did get it done. It's a major pain. So anyway, this is it. It came out extremely nice. It's pretty much done. I don't think I'll do too much. Somebody was saying to do a black wrap on the hood. That's something that they've been doing. So where they do the whole hood on the top and make it shiny black, and then maybe do some red calipers on there, because since you can see them with these wheels, then I might change out the tow hooks to a red. But basically, pretty much done for a little while. Yeah, I hope this helps. If there's any questions, I don't know if I'm trying not to miss anything. So again, I'm trying not to ramble on either, but there's a lot of videos out there on 6-inch lifts, 4-inch lifts, 7-inch lifts, 9-inch lifts, all these different lifts, but nobody talks about the issues that you're going to come across if you actually do. So hopefully I won't let anybody else. This will help somebody else from getting jammed up. And if you don't want to do this trimming, or you're really not into that, or if there's too much poke out for you, if you want to keep your side step all the way coming out, like I don't know what to do about that now. I mean, that was a pretty nice feature when you were washing it, because you could stand up there and wash the hood and whatnot. But now I got to get a little ladder, so that feature's gone. Had no idea that was going to happen, but it is what it is at this point, and now we just deal with it. But I'll step back again, final look. It's 12 minutes. There you have it. 2023 GMC Denali Ultimate 6-inch BDS lift, 35.